Welcome back everyone for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, well, things didn't really go so well. Yuri lost his life, Virgil scolded us, we failed to get the Golden Barrow, and everyone is depressed. Rightfully so, I mean we did kind of fail our very first mission and all. But on the flip side, do you see this? We have a new identity around here. Yiseng was able to become a Mola office fixer, which is great because in a couple of days we're going to have another one of them as well in form of Olga. Olga is back, which also means Daring Decision is back. Once I unlocked the skill 3 one, but still, Daring Decision is back. This is gonna be so much fun. Even though I did kind of say that we would only use the basic stuff. Am I already going to break that rule? For Daring Decision? It is a Daring Decision to break a rule. And I do kind of want to try out my Yiseng Mola office fixer with okay, I don't really have that, but grind the Mola, gamble, stay calm. I did really like my discard deck on Library of Ruina. It wasn't really the most reliable deck that I had, but I really love discard. It is so great, especially with Mika, which is currently not around, but Mika was great. She turned every discard unit into a tank, who literally recovers themselves. Huh. So I do kind of want to get all the discard decks. At this point, I guess it's free to say why I kind of save off all of my lunacy. There's a special discard team that I'm waiting for, that I really want to get in a later point of time. It isn't really around yet. But I do kind of want to have all the discard decks. You know? I do kind of want to have all of them. Sure, there's one of them who's actually my favorite and all. But I do kind of want to have all of them, if I have the chance. And recently, some of you guys have told me that the new priest, Rodion, is actually a discard user as well. I have never heard of this association before, DC. But they also use discard, so I kind of want to have her as well. Because she also belongs to the discard crew. But how high are the chances that I'm actually going to get her? I mean, let's be serious, my luck is terrible. That is also one of the reasons why I've collected so many of them and haven't used a single one of them yet, because I'm probably not going to get her. Let's be serious, I'm not going to get her. Even if they give me a couple of those guaranteed 3-star ones, I'm certainly not going to get her. But I do kind of want to have all the discards in the world. I don't know. Kind of want to pull for her. I really do. You know what? I'm actually going to use one of my 3-star identity ones. Maybe I'm even going to use both of them. Maybe at the end of this recording, I'm actually going to poll a couple of times with the Discord, and it's just because I want to get the streamer luck. Maybe I'm lucky, but there's no guarantee. So yeah, I'm just going to give you all a heads up. I'm going to get all the discard guys. I don't really care about the other stuff. I don't even care that much about the egos. I guess we can buy them later once we have some ego shards via the treasure things that I get from my daily missions and all. But I do kind of care about the discard crew. I do want to have all of them. From the ninjas to the life insurance crew, from the Molaf guys, and the new guys from form of priesthood. I do want to have them all. So yeah, how about I'm just going to give it 1-2 tries and see how it goes. And the rest of them, like the welcoming extraction thing, is going to be pulled in the next part, near the end of it all. Probably going to do that during the night when everyone is assembled. Nevertheless, let's just pull one ticket and see how it goes. Maybe I'm actually lucky. Come on, please. One time, give me one thing that I really want to have. And right, I need to click on that, right? Come on, be lucky. Be lucky. What do I do? Do I need to click on this? I think I need to click on this. So the gray ones are the basic ones. Okay. Oh, I have another Otis, that's good. Oh, Rudy on his back as well. Oh, great. Okay, that's good. Yes, Yiseng has blessed us. The last grey one was Yiseng, which is a good sign. Okay, red is the 7 Association Southern Sector 6, Roshu. You have seen the pinnacle of art. I'm here to find it. Oh, she's interested in art? Oh, that's cool. And then we have... Oh my god, is that the Yuri one that you guys were talking about? This is forced. Pleasure to meet you! No! Did I actually get the Yuri one? No! Force! What are you doing to me? What are you doing? Okay. Let's see. Oh! No, I don't think it's the priest one. It's not the priest one. But at the very least that girl is around. So that is Kurokuma clan Wakashu Roshu. If it gets in my way, not even the shadows are safe from my blades. Okay. Alright, we still have one more. And I guess that was the same one. Okay. Great. I didn't really get the one that I wanted. But still. Nice. Nice. Should I go for one more? Sure, why not? Why not? As I said, those are guarantees 3 stars, so there is a decent chance that we could get her, but it's not guaranteed. Let's see, maybe she's now here, right? Let's see. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's just some grey stuff. Lots of grey stuff. I think I do want to have the golden ones, right? Why are you golden? You were grey! You were literally grey! That was literally grey, right? Sinclair. Blade lineage. Saldensu. Tell me, what do I need to cut? You don't really need to cut anything. Just saying, you don't need to cut anything. I'm actually looking for priest, Sinclair. I'm looking for priest. Oh, look at that. More blades. Blade lineage, cutthroat Otis. I see, everyone is going to go for the kills. She Association, South Sector Director, Don Chong. Great! Justice has arrived! I shall drive all villains into equal demise. She sounds so happy for a very depressed Don. There's even a rat around. And then we have... I don't really... Rose... Spanner, Workshop Fixer. I don't remember that group. But he's certainly overworked. He's really tired. You can place new assignments on the left. Ah, you called for me. Yeah, he's certainly overworked. That's not a good thing. And then, oh god, Heathcliff. 7 Association, Southern Sector 4, Heathcliff. All evidence point to the conclusion that this case was... bloody hell, I almost had it! Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess it would be kind of difficult for him to figure that stuff out. But you see what I mean? I'm not really that lucky. I didn't get the girl. But then again, I guess there are multiple 3-star ones available to us, so the chances of actually acquiring her was, I guess, kind of low. Really low. It was a good attempt though, right? It was a good attempt. And I guess I'm going to check out the new guys at a later point of time. Oh, did I get a couple of quotes from this? I think it gave me a couple of quotes. There was an exclamation mark. Need to check that out later, I guess. Okay, but you know what? No more stalling. No more stalling. The second chapter is waiting for us. The Unloving Chapter 2. Ah, great. Oh, great. The casino as well. But it's also called Unloving, so I don't really know if it's going to be that good for us. But we will see, right? We will see. Anyways. Under the chill air, Virgilus introduced us to our upcoming destination. Where could the next Golden Baroque be? Okay then, let us go. I actually might be able to get a couple of extra coins for the evening as well. Maybe if I go for the specific extraction thing, I have better odds of actually getting her, but probably not. Right, probably not. Okay. The bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear Rhodia's occasional quips or something, or Heathcliff starting pointless quarrel with someone. Probably Don Chacon or Sinclair again. And Roshu's demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid and all. Amid the grips and disorder, Gregor was pretty much the only sinner I could rely on to willingly turn the mood around. If he's not depressed himself. He seems very quiet though. But now, he was one of the quietest. He was just staring out through the window, seemingly lost in deep thought. Nobody has anything to say. But one thing was for sure. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it would be Virgilus. The road to the Golden Baroque was an awfully arduous one, putting us to the brink of death, and some past that, several times, not to mention occasions when we almost ended up unemployed. Yet Virgilus refuses to see from our perspective. Given the circumstances, it's only natural for us, for our sinners, to be palpably disgruntled. True. And tired of the silence, Ishmael spoke up. Couldn't you just tell us where our next destination is now? At least that. Oh, sorry about that. I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort. Oh, come on. You're hurting me with your cold shoulders, you know. Don't you know that kids falling behind needs more love than anything? And let me plead you not to embarrass me this time. I sure don't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for picnic. I have high hopes for you in particular, Rodion. You might just make a good guide for this tour. Huh? Oh, I know I'm a big deal, but I don't think I can be a guide for a place I don't know. Oh, no worries. You are heading to a location you should be more than familiar with. Ready? The nest of Hinduism, where you can drown in money or be drained of everything that you have. Jacobs. Oh. I don't know if she likes that. She got really quiet all of a sudden. Great. Now even Rhodia has gone quiet now. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to win big when we're at it. Unless, of course, you're just going to lose it all. Oi, someone wake me up when we're there. Coincidentally, the bus will be unable to take you right to the branch building this time, dear passengers, which means we have to walk, huh? Sharon, park it. Sharon? What's that park thing? Oh, she usually never parks, she just runs everything over and stops occasionally. It means to stop. Ah, stop at red. Might taste bad to Sharon. Grumbling, Sharon hits the brake without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seat ahead of them, and flicking others off days. I was, of course, powerless against the inertia. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupts. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners rambling in clear details. I mean, all of them kind of started to scream. I'm willing to bet that a good half of them were profanities, so maybe I'm better off not knowing. True. Good to see that you're all full of energy. Now out. Out? The destination seems rather far. Ah! Will you call us a taxi? Probably not. As Miss Faust will explain in great details, this mission is going to be quite different from our last dungeon. This is because the location of the Golden Barrow is in the underground of a casino. Casino? Do you mean to tell us that it's among the brightly lit building standing at the center of that street? That's right, it's one of those. One of those? The laboratory branch facility we infiltrated last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while. So you mean to tell me that that was an exception? See, it's time like this that reminds me that our team doesn't necessarily lack of critical thinkers. It really makes me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more. Come on, that was a stress situation. The Golden Barrow is a potential energy source, holding in the essence of many technology marvels. Such font of energy will attract flows of wealth and people, and in no time a whole civilization is built on top of it. But they can't really harvest that energy as long as it's out of reach, right? Unless of course it radiates that energy, which is a possibility. I mean, we did saw what happened with the pillar of light and all. Therefore, it is likely that future destinations will have been occupied by other fractions and their structures, which in turn indicates that we should be prepared to visit a wide varieties of venues in addition to the casino. It also means that your first mission was a relatively easy one, yet you somehow snatched defeat from a wide open maw of success. Oh my god. Does he usually hold grudges that long? Maybe. Don't ask me. We haven't known him much longer than you have. What did they say again? Something like, "Welcome to Limbus Company. I'm your guide, Virgilus," and all that. Pretty good impression, wasn't it? Nope. You got his authoritative tone down to a fee. I give you that. I had to hold myself back from asking if I could resign right after I joined. You wanted to resign right after you joined? Oh, I get a feeling that the rest of you thought the same, huh? Nonsense! That is a day to go down in history! Beckoned by the Red Gaze himself! Truly, there's no greater honor than a color addressing your... I guess he does have a fan after all. I mean, he has 2 fans. True that. With their spirit lifted, Rhoda and Gregor began to chuckle. That's more talk than necessary. I really do not wish for there to be impetus behind the 3rd rule for this bus ride. Come on, give the employees some room to badmouth their boss. You're being totally petty about this. Next time, do it out of earshot, okay? I'm more fragile than I look. You see, fragile? You? No way. Right, time to get up and at it. I sure hope you come back with a Golden Barrow in your hand this time. Unless you might want to die again, which is a possibility. And if we bugger it twice, then you really have to ask. Who knows? Sharon might suddenly forget a button to press to open the door for you. Oh, button red. Yucky color. You're one daft blocker. I have no idea what that means. It's gone. And that means shorthand for useless, idiotic traveler. Go and abscond now. Huh? Heathcliff glares at Roshu, insults welling up in his throat, only to be expelled as a loud sigh. He resigns uncharacteristically, as if he came to the realization that killing her just wouldn't solve anything. True, it wouldn't really do anything for him. At all. It's just going to add to our problems, and nothing else. And do we have a fight? No, this was just a conversation. Oh, that's great, that just gives me 3 points. Okay, the pawn shop. To first explain what to do for this mission. As our first step, we should pay a visit to a certain pawn shop. Don't we need to go to the casino for the Golden Barrow? But then again, I guess we do kind of need the informations. 16! Oh, they're getting more expensive around here. But then again, 16 isn't really that much. So, first things first. I wanted to try out a new team, which involves him, first and foremost. I think I wrote it down somewhere, which team I wanted to try out. I know that Otis isn't one of them, because I really relied on her during the last chapter and all. Ah, right here. I wanted to try out this guard. Then I wanted to bring Sinclair. I guess the murder lady was on it. Right, I wanted to give Gregor a chance, because we didn't really have a chance to use him at all in the last chapter. Even though it seems like it was kind of his chapter, so maybe I should have done that. And for the last one, I have either Heathcliff or Rodion. Maybe even Don, actually. We could also try Hong Li. But I think Rodion is going to fit the best to our formation. And I don't really like Heathcliff. I mean, he is getting better, but he's not quite there yet. And I'm not entirely sure how I should interpret this guy yet. He didn't really have that many chances to speak yet. Same goes to him. But I kind of like how tanky he is, so that's alright. Yeah, I'm going to give you a chance later. Maybe you're going to talk some more. Maybe you two are going to talk some more in this chapter, huh? There's a good chance for that. There's a decent chance for that. Nevertheless, let's go out. Okay, the Pawn Avenues. Allow me to give you a rundown of the plan. Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino unsuspected. It will be critical for the successful recovery of the Golden Barrow. Otherwise, they might try to get in our way, right? According to the informations we have acquired, the casino has 3 entrances. One for ordinary visitors, one reserved to VIPs, and lastly, the back door used by employees. We will split into 3 groups of 4 sinners to cover each entrance. 4 of us will be disguised as courtiers, 4 will pose as guests, and 4 will play the role of VIPs. Working in smaller groups will certainly draw less attention to us. It'll be wiser to divide rather than unite. True. So even if one group is stopped, at least the others have free access to the casino and all. Open the envelopes I gave out to confirm your role you have been assigned. Also, the higher-ups expresses concern over our performance because of the last mission, huh? They stress that the company's future plan hinges on whether we can retrieve the Golden Barrow during this operation. Therefore, we will collaborate on a joint operation. Joint operation? Our partner is a special force unit consisting of a professional and veterans. I believe they are now monikered the LCC, short for Limbus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that they are our better, at least in espionage operations. So they are really helpful, and they belong to our company as well, which is really good. At the very least, that means they're not going to backstab us, right? I thought 12 people was already a crowd. Guess some finally realized that more isn't always merrier. Wowzers! I haven't met stuff from other teams before. Just where could they be? Ah, Hong Lu! See? You're already talking more than usually. Usual, I mean. Hong Lu looks around, expecting Faust to bring them forward to introduce them any seconds. Needless to say, no one has showed up like he expected. We'll be heading to the pawn shop. Is pawning still a thing in these days? We're in the so-called pawnbrokers' avenues. Most business double as pawn shops here. The place is our rendezvous. Let's head inside. Oh, so much for meeting, huh? we are instantly thrown into a fight. Okay, let's see. First and foremost, the yellow ones were the discard one. The orange ones were the one that have to be discarded. Okay, let's start with a couple of green first, a combination of red, and I guess a bit of blue. Now, technically speaking, I don't really think they're going to survive long enough for us to actually get any of our egos going. But we'll see, right? We will see. We're going to go for the orange. Might need some more red, more orange, and a tad bit light blue. Yeah, they didn't survive any of that. I mean, technically speaking, there are 4 guys around. That's a good start. Right? That is technically speaking a good start. I'm going to go for the double red, since we need that for our ego and stuff. We already have a bunch of orange. Please stay alive, for the love of God. One of you have to stay alive. I haven't shown off the egos of the others yet. Okay, let's see. She has one. That's good. Can I still use the others? It's only one target though. Oh, he's not gonna survive this. Let's go for protection. Avoid. What about you? I don't have enough dark blue. It's fine. It's fine. He's not going to survive this, but maybe we can see at least 2 egos. I would love to see 2 egos. Oh no, she's gonna kill him. Oh, she's killing him. Never mind. She's too brutal. She is too brutal. Oh god. Who's that guy? Huh. I guess we kind of had to find our way inside of his building, huh? Pawn shop. Ain't got too many visitors at once. The shop is crammed as it is. You all prefer your luck on the draw from drums or Myong? Huh? As we entered the shop, we were met with the graphic reading of an old pawnbroker. What's that blighter on about? Am I the only one here who read up on SJ? Virgil just gave us a pamphlet to pre-use before we left. He did? Well, I think I remember glancing at the cover, at the very least acknowledged it. Here you will get loaned different amounts depending on your fortune for the day. Fortune for the day. If you draw a green boon, you get extra cash, where misfortune means far less than what he pawns, what the pawn is worth. Ah, that reminds me. Our family had hired dedicated fortune tellers. They drew a great boon for me in the divination they performed before I left. That must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on your journey. That was supposed to be good luck. Wow, really? So indulging in your lofty leisure on your grand estate was your fated life, huh? Maybe I should pray that I'm born that rich if there's a next time, huh? I'm good. It's well-off folks like him that tend to play dirty, right? You might be right. I didn't like to get along with my younger siblings in childhood. Always trying to cheat and go if things didn't go as they desire. No, that's not what I was getting at. So you want to get your fortune or not? This is business here, right? Forget about that. Do you people even have anything to pawn? I'm not seeing any wealth on ya. The pawnbroker glances over each sinner with a dubious look until his eyes lands on me. Oh, that clockhead might be worth a good sum. Don't even think about it. How much do you think they would sell for, old pal? Hey! Gotcha! I'm not for sale! As you were likely contacted in advance, we are from Limbus Company and... Unfortunately, neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker were paying any attention to forced words. Great. You're still trying to buy me, huh? What are those two up to? Oh, I did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home. Oh, a dragon embodied on silk. That's some meticulous needlework, which might net, let's see, 7 million? Oh, that sounds a lot. A grumpy piece of cloth is worth that much? Have your eyes rotten out, Gold Jesus? What? You don't recognize the value of this quality? Pah, now I see. You're wearing a shabby ring like it's a true treasure. What did you just say? Heathcliff, I'm serious. Keep him alive. We need him. Jeez, cut it out. Dante, please shut them up. You had us worried, Faust. Amidst the chaos, a most gentle voice softly lands on your ears. Who are they? Those our associates? We were meant to meet each other at 4, but 15 minutes has passed already. Surely you couldn't have forgotten how to read a clock, right? Certainly not. There was little I could do to alter the drive of the bus. Aha, so you're taking a clock person with you to help with the time? I suppose they didn't come with an alarm, huh? Hey! The gentle voice was soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide their disdain. Great, and that's how associated? This is just great. Come on, that's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impression next time, okay? I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but as they can't help but get upset at rude remarks. Oh, so it was you. You guys are the team that butchered the Poland Bureau Retrieval last time. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have done it any better than us. Folks had high expectation for your team. What's with some of the smartest people in the city being honored and all? No wonder Miss Faust wasn't looking very pleased. Come on. My face has remained constant. No change of emotion has been displayed. Hey, what are you standing around for? Go on now. This fellow here is also a brain sword. Don't brush him off. Heathcliff gave Yeseng a sideway glance, but what he got in response was lukewarm. I shall not, as that would be a hollow watch. Huh? But you were a lot more talkative down in the basement, right? Who are you and what did you do with Siang? Or rather Yeseng? I am, and have always been, who I match in the mirror. You... just forget it. Oh god. Our first mission was devised a failure in mind. We needed an opportunity to see what potential our sinners held. What? Wait, it was? We were supposed to fail? Why did he complain that much then? A plan whose purpose is to fail? That could hardly qualify as a proposal. By the way, where's Virgilus? I agreed to assist with the opportunity mainly for a chance to get to see him. Another fan, I see. He must have been embarrassed. Imagine accompanying people like these, right? Is that why he dropped us so far away from the place? Because he was ashamed of us? No, I don't think so. Doesn't anyone have a thing to say about us being belittled? And won't all the boastering and bluffing not do much if we don't introduce ourselves first? These two will be our cooperators for this mission. They are from Limbus Company Clearance Department, also known as the LCC. The before team of clearance, please. I'm Saude, and this is Effie. Uh-huh. What? Are we supposed to clap or... that's just wonderful! It is such a pleasure to meet you. Well, at the very least, one of them get along. Didn't you hear any of that belittling? Hong Lu was the only person on the team welcoming them with total sincerity. He almost even gave a standing ovation. Okay, let's clap some more for the 2 new peoples on our team who may or may not die. We will see about that, right? I got half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the others, well, they kind of vary, until introductions were finished. Well, at the very least we have one guy who tries to build a bridge around here. We have to get along, otherwise we're just going to stand on each other's toes again. And that would never be good for us, right? It would certainly never be good for us. Okay. A flawless plan. Are you serious? That's not going to be flawless. Our team will join hands with the duo of the clearance department. The sinner casts a skeptical glance at their competence and comportment. flawless plan. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail! The second you call something flawless, it is always going to fail! What is this paper? Now for this mission, we basically spoon feed you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up our simple task. What? Check the documents in this envelope and do exactly precisely as the paper says. Are you sure they're going to read this? The way Saude tracks out the vowels needles me a bit, but I decided not to argue. I mean, technically speaking, they wouldn't really be able to tell, no matter how much we complain. Even if I did, the ticking of a clock would be all that you could hear. There's not a lot of joined together at all in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind. This is insulting. Are they taking us for loopers or what? Look, manager, we've got to put our foots down and do as they say, I guess. Wait, what? Huh? The documents that they gave us, they're flawless. Look at this. It has route drawn out and everything. It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and meticulous. What? Surely, this certainly indicates their knowledge of writing up proper plans for operations. This isn't to say that it holds a candle to the level of forethought that you have displayed, manager, of course. Of course, in Otis' eyes, I'm always the best. No matter how perfect a plan is, my chaotic energy is always better than any plans, right? Convinced by Ishmael's commendations, I open the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition held at the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the Golden Barrow. So the Golden Barrow is at the top of this all? 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing in the game of chance. Of the 4, we will be using the name of the infamous Actiongame. Wow. A name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of an organization, right? That's a shallow prejudice. It is unideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lenses of bias. True, but still, couldn't we have picked another one? Back to the plan. We'll disguise as the boss of the Actiongame and win the game of chances. Afterwards, we have to go to the underground floor where the Golden Barrow lies. Leading up to the game, we'll use the item and clothing we can find in pawn shops to disguise as our given role. Enter the casino and wait for the team of the top floor to win the game. But this is a game of chances. How can we predict if we can actually win this game? That's about it for the outline of the plan, I think. Hey, wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our players doesn't win? Exactly! How can you try that unless you try to cheat? But cheating is really difficult in Jacob, right? We have prepared fake identifications as well. It's just in case the casino security runs random inspection on visitors and all. Alright, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you plan to win once you're on the top floor? What do you think our outlines are for? We practice for months to pass off as Barner Field co-players. We'll give you good luck. The game is your back. All you need is a pair of functioning eyes. Okay. Effie mumbles the last part to himself again, while casting a sidelong growl at our group. He's making it painfully obvious that he has no faith in us at all. And how are we going to take the place of the Actiongame boss? We put a sedative into the foods served at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef. You even infiltrated the chef? Sedative? And Actiongame is an actual association? Saude and Effie winked to each other. It was a gesture demonstrating that the two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts just from exchanging glances. Hey dear pawnbroker, we'll be taking a look at the goods on showcase from here to there. Oh, right, he's still around. Oh, no, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtowing. Now then, let's take what we need from the display. What we need? Oh my, this is a Gupta designer brooch, isn't it? The what? Yeah, what a discerning eye you have there, sir. This beauty is a mainstay of our shop's catalogue. Only 10 of those were made, so its worth is positively My dog used to have one of these on its collar when we took it out for walkies. It's so nice to see something that brings back pleasant memories. Wasn't he about to say unimaginable? Oh god, the price is dropping! I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been fashionatus. Please take items that are suited with what's written in the envelope. You have a role to play after all. True. And pardon, but the envelope that I have received says janitor? This must be an error of some sort. Okay, it's good and all, but do you have the money to pay for all of this? Worrying about spending, huh? I don't think we are. Some low-rank hirelings? There's nothing I can afford using this black card. Where did you get the black card? Dante? What's this about? Who told me that we can't get any prime beef because we don't have the budget? I did what? I did say what? So the rumors were true, that the team with notable performance are giving a company card with no spending limits? Oh, we need that. When everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card, a loud voice came from the outside. Oh no, the Ting Tang Gang! They actually show up here. Oi, Deutert! Did I say a payment was due today? Someone who clearly belongs to a vicious syndicate enters the pawn shop. Please give me one more chance. I swear I have the money ready. Just give him a couple of minutes. He's about to get a couple of sales in. One more? Can't you do basic math? You said the same thing last time. Boss won't make me waste precious time with teaching you kindergartners. You hear? I'm just a frail old man standing on dawdly feet. There's really nothing you will get out of shaking me down and... Oh god. It's really scaring, that man. Pleading with an overly loud voice, the pawnbroker looks at us. He needs our help. Hey, you're talking back now? Yeah, go on then. Get mad. I won't feel guilty that way. Mad? In a way, he looks like he was covertly begging us to help him, based on his expressions. The sinner's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row. What are you looking at? You think I'm playing? Gee, that was so stereotypical. I didn't even get an urge to reply. Can't people be more creative at throwing taunts like this? Shouldn't we, I don't know, help out maybe? Unlike Ishmael, who scuffed at the goon, Sinclair anxiously glances over. I guess we have no choice. The Backstreets have their own rules and orders. We aren't the one to disturb the complex web of their society. True. Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in, so you don't want us to help. Pleased by the sinner's choice to stay away, the goon continues with the extortion. If you ain't got money, why don't you pay your dues in debt instead? We keep telling you. And what? Anything about that, please! Is this really okay to leave them be? Shall I settle the dispute for them so it doesn't bother you, manager? Or you could do that? And what does Toughster mean by debt anyways? A currency more valuable than money exists in the district. It's well known that Jacob's Singularity is a powerful security technology capable of locking anything. What is less known, however, is the extensive culturary of history and background of the backstreet of Nest J that leads to Singularity's creation. History? Are you seriously about to lecture us here now? I was never told about any mandatory education when I joined this company. True. In spite of the opportunist, Faust went on with her explanation. Here, a technology exists to extract wish power from people, though it's not widely known outside of this district, since it didn't quite have the generality to be recognized as a singularity. In essence, it processes luck into a commodity that can be traded in like some form of money. Luck. It brought forth the need for a way to stop others from forcefully extracting the wish power, leading to the creation of a security technology that automatically develops into the singularity we know today. So the Jacob Lock thing was created in order to protect everyone's luck around here. I see. Oh gee wee, Faust. Must be tiring having to teach these dances in a way that they can get it, huh? It's fine. This was within the anticipated scenarios. I don't like the way you say that. Come on now. Gather the items to help with your disguises so that we can leave. Are you really going to just leave them behind like this? Saude flapped the documents full of schedule plans to amplify that we are busy and have to be ahead of schedule. We are salaried workers, not heroes fighting for justice after all. Wait, not that word! Wait, what? A bad feeling rushes through my head, prompting me to count the sinners I could see. That does not align with a certain someone's beliefs. Huh? And it's one that would severely provoke her principles. What? Ishmael seemed to have noticed what I mean, and hurriedly looked around. Oh no. No, our justice fighter! Done! Oh, she stopped from the Old English! Thou darest try to pilfer the valuables of others! This behavior can only be seen as wholehearted villainy! No! Now she's playing hero! Done! But it was a moment too late. Don Chico has already sprinted forward and was swinging a lance at the ting-dang gangster who gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. And she didn't spike him, she whacked him, that's good. He might still be alive. Caught completely unaware, the goon was hit right on the head with the blunt side of the lance. Knocked out of the floor in a frisky swing, a fainted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute. Great! Is the plan already ruined? Hopefully not. Yeah, for your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description, just so that you know. That would be a job for this person. Oh, please don't point towards me. Oh, don't give me that look. There's nothing in my ability to keep her under control. I mean, you triggered her. I couldn't stop myself from defending my position, even when I was aware that my voice couldn't reach anyone beside of the sinners. Oh, well, it's not like my defense would have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it, right? True. Oh! The pawnbroker was the only one chuffed by this turn of events. Great work, ma'am. Serves that hooligan right. But I'd say, you could have whooped him a tad harder, maybe. Seriously? Virgilus advised me that while I'm free to deliver justice unto villains, I must do so without undoing, involving irrelevance to our missions, of course. Thus, I only showed moderations. I mean, it would hurt our missions if I just killed them outright, huh? Oh, Dawn. Her proud expression never looked so provoking. She's so proud of herself. Uh-huh. So you remember his words and still leaped forward. That was a necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence. Uh-huh. Well, not to kill the mood, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, right? I thought you wanted her to get straight to Warlock's old sport. Oh yes, I did, but things would get fairly complicated if the Devier showed up, you know? Who's that now? The Euro Devier? What are you doing here? Ah, no, forget that. Why are you worrying about them? Oh, well, not up to date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble here for months now. Are they villains as well? Oh, no! Oh, they're villains for us humble merchants, for sure. They were going on about, what was it? Roughing up greedy peddlers, keeping money for themselves, and giving it to those who need it. Disturbing something, they said. Like Robin Hood? Or something? The redistribution of wealth. That's it, yes. Those scoundrels are robbing us poor saps of what little wealth that we have. And they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brute they send. Can you believe it? Anyhow, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Looks like they were here to find something at first, but all they do now is squeeze money out of us. I just realized, but shouldn't we take our leaves now? More toughies from the Ting Tang gang might come up soon. True. It seems like Rhodia deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the implications. The gang member that Don Chicon had knocked out before began to flinch as though he was getting back up soon. Yeah, we should probably leave. Well, before he gets really angry. What a hassle. You're making a problem bigger than it had to be. True. Hey, Muffin and Sable, was it? Don't be so tart now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? We can always find a different... It's Effie and Saude. Please don't mistake our names for confections, okay? And your statement that there are plenty of pawn shops in the vicinity won't mean much. When said pawn shop was noticing trouble happening here and close. Oh no. Dawn! I'm getting tired of lecturing these idiots over every little thing. We just have to leave. Right as I try to leave, someone wearing a similar tuck road to the one that we have just knocked out, with a face that looks even rougher than the one before, stormed into the shop. Great! Ayo, gotcha! Have you seen our little... Well, Slimy. Just what is going on here? Well, we did our best to pretend to be innocent customers, which just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate occurrence of events, the goon came back to senses. Who did this? Tell me now! That bean is gonna regret the day he grew stamps! Over there! That red time pass thing. Huh? The direction that finger was pointing was simply too ambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there's no point in denying that I was meant by red time pass thing, as I'm sure there would be literally no one else matching the description of in this entire district. Are you serious? I didn't do anything! It was done! Why are you pointing towards me? Just so you don't get the wrong idea, I have nothing to do with these people or what happened here. I was just about to bring a towel to cool his head. And are you seriously throwing me under the bus? Wow. That's Wormy Gaffer. I had no expectations for him in the first place. But that man really has a shaky read of his backbones. Although the pawnbroker switching side in a heartbeat, and the finger-pointing clock slenderer over something I wasn't responsible for, too, hurt me a little. I was determined to stand firm. Ha! Frigilotis over there. Stop! Freeze in your tracks! Mostly because it was clear that we had to run right now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to a pulp sooner rather than later. No need to run. Let's just kill them all and be done with it. No. What's next? You're going to wipe out the whole syndicate as well. We need their names. That doesn't sound too bad. The forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high. Sure. So is there seriously no one on your team who's in their right mind? Ishmael looked insulted by this remark and seemed to be thinking of counter-arguments, but the Think Tank goons arming themselves were more pressing matters. You know what? Let's just get out of here first, okay? And then we can fight. But if we fight outside, every single person around us is going to catch on this whole battle. Or maybe wait, that was nothing? Alright, the fight was already beforehand. I remember. So, sorry about that. I had to check my door really quickly. And I can already say, I haven't really paid that much attention to my time. It seems like I'm kind of running out already. There was a lot of story going on in today's part. Like a lot of them, 2 complete story parts in a row with one single fight. Maybe that's going to change in the next part. Maybe. But one thing is for certain. I would really like to reach 212 in the next part, or maybe the next part after the next part. Because one of them is going to help me with my daily missions, right? I think that's going to allow me to do even more daily missions. So yeah, we're going to tackle that for this week. I hope you guys had fun with today's part, even though we didn't really do that much today. And I see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye!